Yes, I know this is in the intro, and I did this on purpose.
Hello everyone, towards the Fiero Restoration episode 4, and yes, I know it's been about a year ever since the last one. We don't talk about that, but at least I'm uploading it, but right now, at this current moment, I just hit 40 subscribers, and I would like to thank everybody. Thank you for subscribing and watching my content, and I know it's a very low number, but I'm still very happy for everyone who subscribed. So I thought I'd like to say that for everyone. So for anyone who isn't subscribed and they like this content, please subscribe. It's muchly appreciated. But so anyways, if you do not know about the Fiero, I bought this bad boy for $950 with an engine and 2 transmissions, but this engine's from a 96 Camaro and it's a 3.4 liter, which it looks like the 2.8 liter V6 that came stock with the Fiero, but it isn't. But it has more horsepower, so it's the same thing, but better. It's like twins, but one's weaker, but the other one's better. But the one that is better is newer. That's basically what it is. But anyways, I'm going to explain what happened. I'm just remembering how tired I am. I come home talking like Ozzy Osbourne. Or be like, hey, what the hell the cat doing? And friends be like, that's the dog. And I'd be like, I need to sleep. That's basically what was going on. But I'll get into what's going on. Alright, so recap from last episode. So what happened was we just dropped the engine out, and right now I am disassembling the old 2.8 liter engine and rebuilding the 3.4 liter engine, which is right on the stand. So got down to rebuilding it, taking some stuff off and all that. Took out the clutch master, and that was seized. And later on I'll take the slave cylinder off and realize that it is also seized too, and it was filled with rust. Filled with it. So no wonder my clutch wasn't working. So yeah, my clutch was non-existent. But so anyways, got down to work towards the valve covers, getting them painted. I wasn't going to leave them how they were, because I wanted them to look fresh. So sanded them down, put some primer, put some silver, taped off the silver, painted it red. Kind of a bit of a bad idea to be painting it in cold weather. Kind of a bad idea, and may or may not have let the paint dry long enough, even though I already have experience with spray paints in the past, so I really should have let that set in more. But anyways, just put them on the engine, took a nice look at it, and was just in awe. I was like,
that looks fine as hell.
But put new spark plugs in before and after, and then I got the infamous this Fiero shot after dropping the engine. But so basically, I was just, I wasn't doing much for the winter. I wasn't doing much at all. I was kind of got that wintertime depression, and I wasn't doing much except kind of goofing around or whatever, and just really thinking about a lot of things. But anyways, this shot right here, you can see the oil pressure sensor line that goes down towards it, and this is gonna be a big thing. I took that off, but in the process of taking that off, I kind of destroyed the brass fitting.
Keep note of this.
But I took it off, and I was putting it back on, and I was just like, oh, I don't need the brass fitting.
Mind you, I mangled the hell out of that brass fitting, so it's unusable.
But, so anyways, put it back on, and called it good, and just continued working until, let's say something major pops up. So anyways, I started working on the wiring harness after realizing the wiring harness I had acquired in the purchase was not going to work. So I had to fix this one up from all the damages and all the split wires, all the broken connections for each one of the sensors. So that's what I basically did. I had to fix all that up, but I got it all done and done safely. This is my first time actually doing any type of wiring and anything. So I gotta say I did a pretty good job for it, in my personal opinion. So at this point in the moment, I'm just trying to finish up the engine before winter break. I want to say necessarily finish, but more get it close towards finish. But I started thinking, is this really a 3.4 liter? Because there's been a lot of things. Because with what the seller has described and told me, some of the things have been off. Like the mileage was off by like 5,000 and some other stuff, right? So I kind of got to digging and trying to figure out what this engine was, because we're trying to figure out what it was, and no results came back. But eventually we just kind of said, whatever, and just said this is a 3.4 liter. We're just going to stick by what we were told, and just comparing the serial numbers on both engine blocks and trying to figure out what the hell this thing is. But so basically, this is where 2021 ends and 2022 starts up. So around about after winter break, I had met a new guy. His name is Chris, and eventually we had started talking, and then eventually discovered we both have the same love for cars. And so I introduced him towards auto mechanics and telling him that we have our own auto mechanics here. So afterwards he was interested, so I got him in, and we basically just got to work on my car, because he couldn't bring his cars down, so he wanted something to work on, and I kind of needed help whenever I needed it, so we were just both working on my car for a while. Oh, and he was a big help with a lot of things, just came in clutch whenever needed so. But I did get painting towards all the heat shielding, all the little knickknacks to make it look better and all that. I'd make it a little more aesthetically pleasing. But at this point, I was very, very close to finishing up the engine. I just had to get the exhaust on, the upper plenum up, and finish up connecting some little sensors and all that. And basically, I'm very close right here. And also cleaning up the nasty exhaust for the white pipe. So I had to get that cleaned up. So see, it looks much better. But yeah, I just got it painting the little things, getting the little things done, and preparing for putting the engine in. So that right there was the last piece, the upper intake plenum. So we got that bad boy on after messing with it for a long time. Finally got it on. Got the clutch, flywheel, and pressure plate on, and she was off the engine stand for the first time. Then afterwards, we quickly got the transmission finished, got the heat shielding, the slave cylinder, the shifter linkage up and everything, and the shifter brackets. Afterwards, we brought the car back in, dropped the subframe, put the new motor mounts in, and put the new heat shielding I painted. Well, I wouldn't say necessarily new, but more painted the heat shielding that looks much better. And then afterwards, we had brought the engine over from the back of the shop towards the front. And afterwards, we brought the transmission over towards the marriage, as we called it. And we eventually joined them both together and lowered the car down onto the subframe with the engine. And after a long time working on it, we finally got that subframe positioned in correctly, and we finally got that engine in after spending so long on using like 3 jacks, an engine lift, and 4 jack stands. We eventually got that engine in there, and oh my god, it looks so amazing. It looks so amazing. You can't deny it. That looks amazing right there. That transformation from before and after is amazing.
Pablo.
Ah, shit.
That bitch was moving
Oh, shit.
Do the timing. Don't give it gas.
Dude.
Don't give.
Dude. Holy. Ah. Dude.
No gas.
There's gas. There's literally. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, what? How old is the gas? That's my question.
Maybe like 7.
Dude. How much you just put on that, you're gonna actually catch something on fire.
So basically, after doing all of that, and I was just confused, so I went down towards my auto mechanics teacher and told him, I'm like, hey, it's kind of starting to shooting fireballs out. And he comes out, checks it out, and he basically just says,
"What the fuck? That's like wrong in 8 different ways."
So basically, after that, and my auto mechanics teacher said, yeah, the timing's off. So after adjusting it, I finally got it down where it was just about to run, as you will hear soon.
Oh! Come on! What?
Get the slack. You didn't start. First grade.
Come on, man. I just adjusted the timing. Do you mind holding the camera?
Alright, yeah, I got you.
Thanks.
It's going? Yeah, it's going.
Smells like cock and ass action.
Please don't blow up.
Keep turning her, boy.
Is there any gas in it?
Yeah, there is. Oh, come on.
So basically, after doing some tests and trying to figure out why it wasn't staying running, we quickly diagnosed it was the fuel pump. After doing a fuel pressure test, it would start off good and then quickly go down and would progressively get even worse while running. So I had to drop the tank and get a new fuel pump. So yeah, that was a bit of a big slap in the face, but I should have known because Chevys are known for their fuel pumps going out after sitting for a long period of time.
Okay, so we pulled out the old fuel pump which wasn't creating enough pressure, so we had to drop the tank. And this fuel pump has served this car, I believe, of 36 years and over 76,000 miles. We shall give it the very honorary goodbye of rev it a little bit.
Alright, chill. Let it idle. Trace.
So now after getting it running, now it was time to get the thing driving. So I was working on the alignment and just came to the realization the alignment is absolute garbage. I already expected the rear end to be garbage because I already tore that thing all apart and put it back together. But holy, it is awful. There was only two measurements that were fine, which was the caster, but still was almost borderline and bad. And there's so many things off the charts, especially the rear end. So after working on it for a long time, I finally got it towards where it was somewhat in spec, but that was basically for most of it. So it's currently basically in spec, and it's fine for right now. But then afterwards were the rear brakes. So what happened was when I was trying to take it, when I was taking the boots off, the calipers off, the boots have torn. So I purchased a rebuild kit instead of paying like $99 for one new caliper. I only paid $30 for one rebuild kit. So I spent a total of $60 of fixing those calipers, and I resurfaced the discs. And I also got new pads all around on all four quarters, just to make sure nothing goes wrong with braking. And afterwards got it all bled and started, and the pedal felt just fine.
Let's go.
Now after all that work, she's finally moved under her own power in the first time ever since 2014. She is finally moving. Now I've got to say, I want to thank everybody who has helped me. Everybody who has helped me with this. It would have not been possible with any of you guys, especially with anybody I listed inside the video or who's inside the video. I thank you a lot. I thank you so much for helping me. And for anybody who is telling me to keep on going, don't stop, I thank you too. I thank everybody. I thank everybody who's helped me, motivated me to actually continue going and not to stop. And I did it. I did it. She's moving under her own power. Me being a dumb teenager has done it with little to no car experience to start off with, and learning as I go. I did it. If I can do it, so can you. Don't stop. Keep on going. Go hard. Stay motivated and keep on going. That's all I've got to say. And I want to thank everybody who has helped me. My parents, my friends, and other people who are just walking by. I called out for them. I thank you for helping me so much. And you made my dream come true to have my car running and driving. But there's still a lot more to go. A lot more. This is only a portion of what I want to get done. I want to go through the whole car and get this thing in minty. But I still thank you everybody for who has helped me. I'm just so thankful with everybody. And let's just say, hey, I've decided to name her Autumn. Autumn the Fiero. I'll see you guys in the next episode of the Fiero Restoration on episode 5. See you guys later. Thank you.